Papa, jump! Jump!
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Yeah, thank you. Bubba, it's okay.
She just let me know, but they show no fish. Didn't say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. Didn't say you found it, but she doesn't want.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just a little tired. I just want to hop on here real quick before we get to the video. I just want to talk about like my progress of my walk that I'm doing. I chose to do this walk. It's called Walk a Mile for May. So you walk at least a mile, but lately I try to push it a little bit more than a mile, just because a mile's kind of easy. So I started technically on the 30th, just so that I was active, and I didn't do a workout that day. I needed to do something. So we went on a walk, but from the 30th through the 4th, so 5 days, I've done like 10 miles. So I usually do it right after like we eat lunch. So do it probably in like an hour. We'll start getting ready to go on a walk. Like I'll bring him some snacks. I'll bring me water, and him also water. Usually we go to a park after the walk, but since it was raining earlier today, we will not. But so it's been such a good walk. It's kind of fun. My son loves it. Like he knows that, oh, I get to go to a park after. Like yesterday, we just didn't have enough time. We needed to go do our errands, so we couldn't do that walk. Well, we did our walk, but we couldn't go to the park right after, because usually I walk near where a park is located. So couldn't do that, and I can't do it today. It was raining all morning. So let's get into today's video. So let's get into today's video. I thought it would be fun to do some things that I don't really care about as a first-time mom to an almost 2-year-old, that I have like slowly started to like learn that, oh, it's okay. So the first one is germs within reason. Like if my son drops something, like his like cracker that he was snacking on, if he like picks it up real quick, it's fine because I clean these floors. But there's certain like aspects that I don't want him to, like sometimes I will share my drink. I know not necessarily it's like always best, but I don't mind it. And he likes to like, when we're done with our drinks, he likes to play with the bottles, so whatever. And then he also picks up anything like this mug, he'll just like put his mouth on it, even if I haven't had the time to put it in the dishwasher yet. The second thing is screen time. So I would say this, like I'm trying to limit the screen time, like, but if it's necessary, then yes, it's fine. But like I try to like not have it on all the time, because he needs to go play, but I don't really have guilt of him having some screen time. Some people will judge me for letting my son have some screen time or not. I don't really care. It has helped me get stuff done, or lately my son just doesn't want to be like tied down, so I'll just let him like wander like throughout the rooms, and like I can see him, or if I haven't heard from him for a second, I can just go over. So but I try to have him like, if I'm working on something, have a little screen time for him. But the next one is not forcing my child to eat something there. Well, my son is not really picky, so it hasn't really happened, but I am planning for that moment that he is not picky or he doesn't want to eat what we're eating. My son's just always been a good eater. Like, he just eats anything. He loves fruit. I can give him as much fruit. Sometimes I have to hold off. I'm like, you've had a little bit too much citrus for now. But if he wants something else, I'll make something if I have it. Because growing up, it was a thing. Like, my parents were like, nope, you have to eat what we're having. And I'm like, ugh, this food is like not my thing. That's why I don't really care for chicken as much, but I'll make some chicken, but that I like and will eat. But like, I won't force. My mom did it with my brother, not my son. Like, learn, like, she couldn't force him because he had like some food issues, like where he didn't like the texture of the food. So I'm not going to force my kid to eat something, like, or he can go play and then come back to eat. He can pretty much eat at any time, really, if he tells me. I just want to make sure they're having good and healthy or like options, and I'm not forcing my kid to eat something that they're not going to eat. It's that saying, pick your battles, and that's one of them. The next one, I don't really care about in some aspects. Like, if we're going to a nice event or going to an event, I don't want my son to get his outfit or like wet or dirty. That's why if we're going to an event, we finish that event and then we change him into like regular clothes that I don't care if he gets wet or dirty. Because lately when we go to the park, he'll find some other kids and they'll like mess around with like water or whatever, get dirty. I'm like, they're clothes, they can come out, I'll figure it out, or just get rid of them, get new clothes. It's clothes, it's not the end of the world. And plus, they grow out of clothes anyways fast enough. So, it doesn't really matter if they get one all ruined. But yeah. The next one that I do care about in certain like respects. Like, I would prefer my son. There's sometimes I let him like sleep in, but I mostly want him to wake up because we have to leave by like 7:20 in the morning. But usually he wakes up at like 6:15. Which I don't mind. It gets our day sorted, but I don't really care about like routines. Like, yes, he has a time frame where he needs to take his nap and that we do our nap, but I don't go like have a routine like all set in stone. I'm like, oh, I have to go to the grocery store this day, I'll just go after his nap. I just work it around his thing. Or if we have an event during his nap, we either might just let him have his nap a little earlier or a little later. It just depends. I'm that person that follows that structure that was the 80-20 rule for like routines. I like routines, but my son is still young and I'm trying to get some aspect of a routine, but I'm not like extremely strict on it. The next one I'm working really hard on. So if my son is making a mess, it's just a mess, I can clean that up. Like, I'm trying really hard because like usually my son's playing while I work on either something in the kitchen or whatever. But I am trying to work on it. So I'm so sorry, I'm still so tired. The next one is, I know my husband might have like a little difference of opinion, but is letting my son play with either boy things or girl things. Like, I have this baby doll that was mine growing up, and I don't care if he plays with it a little bit. I'm like, I don't care. There's some aspects, like, I'm like, okay, we only do this at home, but we don't go out in public like that. But I don't really care. Like, he loves Moana. Is Moana a girl toy? It's always in the girl aisle, but he loves Moana. So I always let him have a Moana toy. I don't care. I know you can judge me whatever you want, but there's some things I really don't care. Some things I do care about, but these are not one of them. So I hope you like this little video of just chatting about things I don't care about as a first-time mom to an almost 2-year-old. I know there's some things I probably didn't say, but still learning as a mom. So I'll see you in another video. Bye.
Private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and it won't lay today.